Good morning and welcome to Going to Work with Gena, which is an infomercial for STEM students. I am Dr. Gena Henderson and it is Python Wednesday, yes. And you know, we always begin Python Wednesday by telling you which oil we're diffusing. And today we are diffusing Envision. Envision is one of those newly featured oils. It has a sense of geranium, rose, and lavender, sage, orange, all mixed in it. And what I am feeling this morning, as I am feeling creative, as I need to be creative because I have to determine what is it going to be our next Python lesson, as well as I feel resourceful in order to get to that point. So this Envision encourages me of a renewed faith in the future, and it helps me, supplies me the strength to get to my dreams of what I have to be our next task for Python Wednesday. So let's get right down to Python Wednesday, and you can see the screen today is blank. It doesn't have anything on it, and it's because I have been contemplating what am I going to do next. I wanted to go into the 3D Unreal Engine breakout game, but then I thought to myself, maybe I need to concentrate on teaching a programming language, or maybe some things that we need to do with Python, as that was one of the things that I recognized that some of the students didn't have, the interns didn't have, is they didn't have a strong Python skill, right? So here this week, I'm gonna have Zahir to go ahead and break down like what he did for the summer, as he was the only intern who was volunteering, meaning that he did not get paid for his internship.
Basically explain my whole summer. So let me give you guys a breakdown. I was brought in as an unofficial volunteer intern, and part of that experience was basically, collaborating with actual real interns who were supposed to be doing a project. And this project was about setting up and integrating virtual reality, a whole different environment from what we were currently working on with the previous IC lab. So basically what we ended up doing was basically creating a certain environment in Unreal Engine. And Unreal Engine is a game engine, as most people know. But specifically what we did was for the VR section. Now, we didn't specifically use the virtual reality templates that are in there, but what we did do is use the collaborative view, because this has multi-user editing and multiplayer functionalities. And that is the key point of what we were trying to get at here. So the main point of this whole project was to make sure that we can set up and run an environment and change the structure in real time. Specifically, I was in charge of adding items and deleting items, which is actually more complex than you think. There's a specific menu system attached to the widget of how you activate it, right? And that has certain commands. So what we basically had to do was introduce a whole new list of commands that weren't in the previous section, and basically create code and functionality to make them our own. That took 6 weeks, guys. 6 weeks. And it was probably the longest and most frustrating 6 weeks that I've had, but at the end, we were able to get it done. And that's the main point of it all. You gotta kind of go about testing and debugging and coding. You have to constantly go through these different things to make sure that you can get to a place that is constructive. So what I want everybody to know is that, if you're going through something, you have to make sure that you continuously go through it, so that way you can learn more and you can discover more. And this applies to every walk of life as well.
So I want to thank you for going to work with Gena this morning. If there's any infomercials that you missed, please don't hesitate to go to YouTube, Going to Work with Gena. It is Python Wednesday, yes.